There's a special kind of magic in tracing Vancouver's coastline, especially the stretch from English Bay to the tip of Stanley Park. It's where the sea greets the city, creating a blend of urban vitality and tranquil nature that's unmatched. Starting at English Bay, one immediately notices the relaxed energy. Locals lounge on driftwood benches, joggers pass with rhythmic ease, and seagulls circle overhead as waves kiss the sandy shore. The air smells faintly of salt and sunscreen, and street performers often add a soundtrack to the scene. As you move northward along the Seawall, Vancouver's spirit unfolds in layers. Art installations such as Amy's ING Laughter, with its oversized bronze figures frozen in fits of laughter, spark smiles and selfies. Cyclists, rollerbladers, and walkers move in harmony along designated paths, their energy mirroring the city's love for wellness and outdoor life. You'll pass cafes that bustle with locals and visitors alike, sipping lattes with views that rival postcards. Before long, the high-rises fade and nature asserts itself. Towering trees, gentle trails, and the soothing hush of leaves signal your arrival into Stanley Park. Here, the seawall curves like a ribbon around Vancouver's cherished green space. The contrast is striking, skyscrapers behind you, open ocean ahead. Boats dot the horizon, and the occasional harbor seal may be seen lounging near the rocks or diving beneath the surface. One of the most iconic views appears at Third Beach, a secluded spot known for its laid-back vibe and stunning sunset displays. Cyclists often pause here to catch their breath, while families picnic or watch their kids construct sandcastles. The soundscape is calming, the rustle of forest leaves mingling with gull cries and gentle surf. Further along, you'll come across Siwash Rock, a mysterious sea stack shrouded in legend. According to indigenous lore, it represents a man transformed into stone for his unselfishness. The rock stands proudly as waves crash around its base, offering a dramatic focal point for photos or quiet reflection. By the time you reach Brockton Point, the park's eastern tip, the city comes back into view. The Lions Gate Bridge stretches in the distance, and the skyline begins to shimmer in the afternoon light. From here, it's a short loop back to English Bay, completing a journey that's less about the destination and more about the stories, sensations, and serenity experienced along the way. Imagine starting your day with the gentle hum of bike tires gliding over smooth pavement, the breeze off the Pacific tracing your cheeks, and endless blue unfolding before you. That's what biking the Vancouver Seawall offers, a rolling adventure through some of the city's most treasured sights, stitched together by one continuous coastal path. Begin your ride in Cole Harbor, where glass buildings reflect the rising sun and yachts bob gently in the marina. The trail hugs the water's edge here, offering views of float planes taking off, water taxis ferrying commuters, and the surrounding mountains peeking through morning mist. As you venture deeper into Stanley Park, the scenery transforms dramatically. Century-old trees tower overhead, and wildlife whispers through the foliage, raccoons foraging near the path, herons perched in silence. Lost Lagoon appears like a dream, peaceful, mirror-like, and flanked by reeds. The bike trail splits briefly here, letting you explore the park's quieter inner paths or continue hugging the shore. Every curve of the seawall introduces a new marvel. At Lumberman's Arch, water fountains welcome overheated riders, and families gather for impromptu games in the grass. The view shifts as you pedal past the Vancouver Rowing Club and approach Dead Man's Island, rich with history and legend. Now you're on the western edge of the park, with ocean to your left and thick forest to your right. This stretch is pure bliss. The sounds of the city fade, replaced by lapping water and distant foghorns. You might encounter eagles soaring overhead or watch paddleboarders navigating gentle waves. Sunset Beach, Second Beach, and Third Beach all offer tempting spots to stop and soak it in. Each has its own character, from lively and social to peaceful and introspective. Siwash Rock stands like a sentinel here, a vertical monument to enduring presence. Cyclists often pause for photos or to listen to stories shared by local guides who recount the rock's cultural significance. Past this point, views of the Burrard Inlet and North Shore Mountains become even more dramatic, especially if clouds are playing their shadow games. Near the end of the loop, you'll coast by Brockton Point, home to a charming lighthouse and several beautifully carved totem poles. The ride is never just visual, it's emotional. These poles, created by Indigenous artists, remind us of Vancouver's deeper cultural roots and ongoing histories. As you cycle back toward the city through Devonian Harbor Park, the world feels refreshed. The skyline rises again, but you're different, grounded by nature, uplifted by motion, and inspired by every turn of the wheel. Whether you're cycling solo in search of introspection or riding tandem with a loved one, the Seawall wraps around Vancouver like an embrace, constant, comforting, and full of discovery.